2 of our flower binding video. Okay, in your instructions I had you guys cut strips that were 1 3/8 inches wide. All right, your strips are all going to be a little bit different length. We're not going to sew them together in a long strip, because if we do, we're going to end up with all of the seams, and some of them will land right on the corners, and we don't want that. So if we pick up one strip at a time and we sew, we can adjust and cut it where we need to make sure that those joining seams will land out in this area. All right, so we're going to pick up our first strip and we're going to go over to our sewing machine. And I'm going to just start out here on this edge, and I'm going to lay my strip on here, and I'm going to leave about this much room. You can see my fingers. It's probably 3 to 4 inches there open for adjustment. And I'm going to lay this piece on here because I can kind of see where the first one's going to land, and you can see where it's going to land right there. So instead of having me cut that one, I'm going to move this back a little bit, and we're going to start and leave a longer tail there because we're going to have to cut it somewhere anyway. Alright, so now I'm going to lay this on here. You want to match your thread with your binding when you put these on. Okay, so I have thread that matches my binding strip, and I'm using a 1/4 inch foot. This is a single edge binding, so we're not gonna, it's not a double edge, right? So we're gonna just start sewing with our 1/4 inch foot. Your stitch length should be set somewhere about 2.5 as you go around this. Whoops. My machine decided to break thread. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. And I'm just going to roll this around. Okay, so right here where this is folded over, I want to be able to sew right along that edge. So I'm going to just take my finger and I'm going to place it there so that I know how far to stay out with my stitch. And now we're going to grab a pin or a stiletto, and I'm going to hold it right there, and I want to stay on that side of that needle right there. Okay, I sewed down to that mark where I put the 1/4 inch mark on there. I'm going to go one more stitch. Okay, now we're going to take this, and because I clipped it, I should be able to just fold this over and these will roll straight, and I just have to make sure I don't get a pucker there underneath there where it's folded, and all I have to do is just start sewing again. So now I'm going to look at this, and so this is going to end up pretty close here, so I want that joining seam to be back here. So I'm going to just stop here for a